Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm Dr. Zahra Noreen, course instructor of Plant Physiology 1, BOTN 3119. Today's lecture is the third and last part of our previous topic, biological nitrogen fixation. In the previous two parts of this topic, we discussed about the importance and the type of microorganisms involved in biological nitrogen fixation. We also have seen the development of nodule in detail. Now we will learn about biochemistry, enzymology, and energy cost of biological nitrogen fixation. First of all, biochemistry of nitrogen fixation. Dinitrogen is not easily reduced because the interatomic triple bond is very stable. In the industrial process, reduction of this triple bond with hydrogen can be achieved only at high temperature and pressure and at the cost of considerable amount of energy. Biological reduction of this nitrogen, dinitrogen, is equally costly, and in this process, it also consuming a large proportion of photostimulates provided by the host plant. Dinitrogenase is the enzyme which is utilized for the biological nitrogen fixation. Only prokaryotic cells are able to fix dinitrogen, principally because only they have the gene coding for this enzyme. The enzyme dinitrogenase has been purified from virtually all known nitrogen-fixing prokaryotes. Structure of dinitrogenase enzyme. The enzyme is a multimeric protein complex made up of two proteins of different size as shown in the figure in coming slide. The smaller protein is called iron protein. It is a dimer consisting of two identical subunit polypeptides. The molecular mass of each subunit ranges from 30 to 72 kilodalton, and it depends on the bacterial species. It is called the iron protein because each subunit contains a single cluster of 4 iron atoms bound to 4 sulfur groups, that is Fe4S4. The larger protein in the dinitrogenase complex is called molybdenum iron protein or MOFE protein. It is a tetramer consisting of two pairs of identical units with a total molecular mass of approximately 180 to 235 kilodalton. Each MOFE protein contains two molybdenum atoms in the form of an iron molybdenum sulfur cofactor. The MOFE protein also contains iron sulfur clusters, although the exact number is uncertain. It varies as a function of the species or its physiological condition. Pathway of nitrogen fixation. The overall reaction for reduction of dinitrogen to ammonia by dinitrogenase enzyme is shown in the following equation. 8 hydrogen ion plus 8 electrons plus 1 molecule of nitrogen with the help of 16 ATP will give rise to 2 molecules of ammonia, 1 molecule of hydrogen, and 16 ADP plus 16 inorganic phosphate molecules. Note that the principal product of biological nitrogen fixation is ammonia, but that for every dinitrogen molecule reduced, 1 molecule of hydrogen is generated. We will return to the problem of hydrogen evolution later. Also note that the reduction of dinitrogen is a two-step process. Here is schematic diagram of nitrogenase enzyme complex is given. As I told you in the previous slides, it consists of a smaller Fe protein and a larger MOFE protein. Fe protein is a dimer of two identical subunits. MOFE protein is a tetramer having iron molybdenum sulfur cofactor and iron sulfur clusters as well. The reaction catalyzed by nitrogenase is also shown. Here you can see सबसे पहले Fe protein जो है it get reduced with the help of ferredoxin reduced. Ferredoxin एक और तरह की प्रोटीन है जो कि इसको हेल्प कर रही है रिडक्शन में. And after getting reduced with the help of ferredoxin reduced, meanwhile it also catalyzes the hydrolysis of ATP. ये जो हाइड्रोलिसिस है ATP की, this is thought to cause a conformational change in the Fe protein and enable it to reduce the next unit of the protein, that is MOFE protein. The reduction of MOFE protein enable this protein segment to finally reduce the nitrogen, the dinitrogen form in the atmosphere, into ammonia and hydrogen. In the first step, the iron protein is reduced by a primary electron donor, usually ferredoxin. Ferredoxin का जिक्र हम पहले भी कई बार कर चुके हैं. It is used to reduce the molecules because it's an electron carrier. अगर देखा जाए तो ये एक बहुत ही छोटी सी प्रोटीन है, 14 to 24 किलो डाल्टन की, और इसके अंदर भी आयरन प्रोटीन की तरह आयरन सल्फर क्लस्टर्स होते हैं, और जो इलेक्ट्रॉन कैरी करती है ये, दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स आयरन मोइटी. और आयरन मोइटी जो है, दिस कैन बी एग्जिस्ट इन टू ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट्स. one is the reduced ferrous Fe+2 and the other one is oxidized ferric Fe+3. दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग कि जो फेरेडॉक्सिन है ये ना सिर्फ नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन में इस्तेमाल हो रही है, बल्कि हमने पहले भी लेक्चर्स में देखा है कि ये कई जगहों पे रिडक्शन प्रोसेस के लिए इस्तेमाल होती है, और ये इम्पोर्टेंट इलेक्ट्रॉन कैरियर है ड्यूरिंग द फोटोसिंथेसिस. इन द सेकंड स्टेप, जो आयरन प्रोटीन है ये अपने इलेक्ट्रॉन को मोलिब्डेनम आयरन कॉम्प्लेक्स को रिड्यूस करने के लिए इस्तेमाल करेगी, और जब MOFE प्रोटीन रिड्यूस्ड होगी तो वो इस काबिल हो जाएगी कि वो डाइनाइट्रोजन और हाइड्रोजन गैस की प्रोडक्शन का बाइस बने और डाइनाइट्रोजन को अमोनियम में कन्वर्ट करे. The precise role of ATP in the reaction is not yet clear, लेकिन इसके बारे में हमारा कंसेंसस है, रिसर्चर्स का कंसेंसस और अभी तक का जो नॉलेज है वो ये कहता है कि जब ATP हाइड्रोलाइज होता है तो एक्चुअली वो आयरन प्रोटीन में कन्फॉर्मेशनल चेंजेस लेके आता है, और यही कन्फॉर्मेशनल चेंजेस एक्चुअली ऑल्टर करती हैं उसके रिडॉक्स पोटेंशियल को, एंड दैट इज वाई वो फैसिलिटेट करती है द ट्रांसफर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन बिटवीन द आयरन प्रोटीन एंड द MOFE प्रोटीन. नाइट्रोजनस एंजाइम कैन रिड्यूस मैनी सबस्ट्रेट्स. अगर नेचुरल कंडीशन में देखें तो it reacts only with dinitrogen and hydrogen ion, लेकिन इसके अलावा भी आप देख सकते हैं जैसा कि टेबल में दिया गया है कि ना सिर्फ ये डाइनाइट्रोजन को अमोनिया में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए, यानी कि डाइनाइट्रोजन की फिक्सेशन के लिए इस्तेमाल हो सकता है, बल्कि ये नाइट्रस ऑक्साइड, अजाइड, एसिटाइलिन की रिडक्शन भी कर सकता है, और हाइड्रोजन आयन से रिएक्ट करके और इनको हाइड्रोजन गैस में कन्वर्ट कर सकता है, और ATP की हाइड्रोलिसिस भी कर सकता है. Enzymology of nitrogen fixation. Nitrogenase enzyme is a complex metal containing enzyme. At least 3 distinct classes of nitrogenase are known that differ in their metal composition. For example, vanadium iron type and iron iron type. But the best studied nitrogenase is the molybdenum iron type dependent enzyme. All nitrogenases use a similar iron sulfur core cluster, and the variations comes in the cofactor metal. The reactions of the iron protein and of the molybdenum iron protein. The reactions of the iron protein and of the molybdenum iron proteins can be viewed as two joint cycles, with the iron protein cycle driving the stepwise progression of the molybdenum iron protein cycle. The molybdenum iron protein must accumulate a minimum of 8 electrons to complete the nitrogen reduction catalytic cycle. The stepwise reduction of the molybdenum iron protein is conveniently represented by designating the protein as being in an En state, where N is the number of the electrons that have accumulated within the molybdenum iron protein. In this nomenclature, E0 represents the molybdenum iron protein in its resting state, while each subsequent reduced state is designated as E1, E2 through E8. Different substrates bind to the different E states of the molybdenum iron protein. For example, acetylene is proposed to bind to the E2 state, while dinitrogen is proposed to bind to the E3 and E4 states. For proton and acetylene reduction, in the absence of nitrogen, only the E0 to E2 states need to be accessed, as these reactions are only 2-electron reactions. For the reduction of the dinitrogen, all 8 E states would be accessed. The intermediate that exist during the reduction of dinitrogen are not known, but it is assumed that dinitrogen stays bound to the iron molybdenum cofactor during the complete reaction, existing as partially reduced intermediates that stay bound to the iron molybdenum cofactor until ammonia is released. Based on the reduction of dinitrogen with small metal compounds, it is reasonable to assume partially reduced intermediates bound to iron molybdenum cofactor occurs at the level of reduction of diazine and hydrazine. The actual intermediates involved, the site of intermediate binding, and the distribution of the electron within the molybdenum iron protein during catalysis must be established in future studies to gain a better understanding of the mechanism of this complex enzyme. Reduced ferredoxin, or in some organisms flavodoxin, is thought to donate electron to dinitrogenase reductase in many free-living nitrogen-fixing bacteria. The enzyme pyruvate ferredoxin or flavodoxin oxidoreductase can transfer electron to oxidized ferredoxin from pyruvate. Schematic diagram of the reaction cycles of iron protein and molybdenum iron protein are represented here. The first part is already explained by me in the previous slide, that the iron protein, after getting reduced with the help of ferredoxin, which is not shown here, but electrons are uh, get reduced, and then with the help of ATP, it change its conformation. The protein conformation is changed, and now it is able to reduce the MOFE protein complex. The MOFE protein take 8 electron and 8 hydrogen. The red arrows showing the insertion or the utilization of the electron at different steps. You can see here that the molybdenum iron protein have 8 different states. Without any electron, it is at E0 state, or the initial step, and after getting each electron from the iron protein, it will be converted into E1, E2, E3 through E8. You can also see here that the evolution of hydrogen gas is before the entry of the dinitrogen to be reduced into ammonia, two molecules of ammonia. This means that hydrogen liberation is an obligatory step and it cannot be avoided by the complex. नाइट्रोजन जब इस साइकिल में एंटर होता है उस वक्त तक हाइड्रोजन ऑलरेडी 2 to 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को कंज्यूम कर चुका होता है. अदर जो सबस्ट्रेट्स जिनकी मैंने आपको पहले भी एग्जांपल दी है टेबल में जो कि इस कॉम्प्लेक्स के थ्रू रिड्यूस हो सकते हैं उनकी एंट्री के पॉइंट्स भी यहाँ पे मेंशन एंट्री एंड एग्जिट के पॉइंट्स भी मेंशन है. Here you can see that the nitrogen atom in these complexes are associated with more than one hydrogen, which are not shown here, but these must be the intermediate complex which are still needed to be explored. Nitrogen fixation is energetically costly. Biological reduction of nitrogen, as is industrial fixation, is very costly in terms of energy. अब एनर्जी को किस लिहाज से कैलकुलेट किया जाए आप इसको दो तरीकों से देख सकते हैं कि कितने एटीपी यूटिलाइज हुए इन टर्म्स ऑफ एटीपी यूटिलाइजेशन या कितनी कार्बोहाइड्रेट जो है प्लांट की वो इस्तेमाल हुई है फॉर दिस फिक्सेशन प्रोसेस. अगर एटीपी के लिहाज से देखा जाए तो हमारी एक मेजरमेंट ये बताती है that total or at least 16 ATP are required to transfer 8 electron to dinitrogen to get it fixed. एक और अंदाजे के मुताबिक क्योंकि पैराडॉक्सिन रिड्यूस्ड भी इस पूरे प्रोसेस में इस्तेमाल होती है और अगर पैराडॉक्सिन रिड्यूस्ड प्लांट इस प्रोसेस में इस्तेमाल ना करे तो वो उसको किसी और रिएक्शन में या एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन के लिए या एटीपी की प्रोडक्शन के लिए इस्तेमाल कर सकता था और अगर वो यहाँ पे इस्तेमाल ना होता तो वो 9 एटीपी को जनरेट कर सकता है. तो अगर हमने टोटल अमाउंट कैलकुलेट करनी है इन टर्म्स ऑफ एटीपी तो 16 फॉर द ट्रांसफर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन and 9 ATP in the form of paradoxin reduced are required. तो टोटल अगर हम इसका लगाएं तो 25 actually ATP are required to get one molecule of dinitrogen fixed. इसी को अगर हम कंपेयर करें कार्बोहाइड्रेट की फिक्सेशन के साथ तो हम देखते हैं कि पूरे एक मॉलिक्यूल जो है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को उसको फिक्स करने के लिए तकरीबन आपको 9 एटीपी जो है वो रिक्वायर्ड होते हैं और अगर आप इन दोनों को कंपेयर करें तो दिस इज ओनली अबाउट द 1/3 द कॉस्ट ऑफ नाइट्रोजन. इन टर्म्स ऑफ कार्बन, another perhaps better way to assess the cost of nitrogen fixation is by measuring the amount of carbon utilized in the process. The ultimate source of energy for symbiotic nitrogen fixation is carbohydrate, and that is produced by photosynthesis in the host plant. A portion of that carbohydrate is diverted from the host plant to the bacteroid, where it is metabolized to produce the required reducing potential and ATP. It has been calculated, as in case of soybean, that approximately 12 grams of carbon are required to fix 1 gram of dinitrogen. It is clear that nitrogen fixation represents a considerable drain on the carbon resources of the host plant. In the coming slide, a summarization of integration of photosynthesis of the host plant and respiration and nitrogen fixation in the bacteroid is represented. Here is the summary diagram illustrating the interaction between the photosynthesis from the leaf or the photosynthesis in the leaf and respiration in the bacteroid. Here you can see this is the bacteroid membrane and on which the different processes are taking place. The fixation of nitrogen, the respiration of the bacteroid. The photosynthetes which are coming from the leaf get entered into the bacteroid. Here with the via the process of respiration, two types of energy are produced. One is the ATP which is directly utilized by the dinitrogenase enzyme and the other form of energy is the production of फेरिडॉक्सिन reduced. और फेरिडॉक्सिन reduced जिससे आपको बताया था कि ये आयरन जो प्रोटीन है डाइनाइट्रोजनोज की उसको ये रिड्यूस करेगा और 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन इन टोटल जो है वो ट्रांसफर होंगे टू द डाइनाइट्रोजन और 8 हाइड्रोजन आयन को, और इससे हमें 2 मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ अमोनिया और 1 मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ हाइड्रोजन गैस जो है वो प्रोड्यूस होंगे, और यही अमोनिया फिर जो है एक्सपोर्ट होगी फ्रॉम द नोड्यूल टू द प्लांट. Reference books are given here to further enhance your understanding of the subject. This is all about today's lecture. Thank you very much. If you have any question or query, you can ask on Google Classroom or WhatsApp group.